Good morning and welcome to another day. Mother is upstairs, so I've got to talk relatively quietly. The surround sound came, and it's going to be my excuse to get lovely on the vlog because I need to rewire in the back of here. Look at all that. I need to rewire all of this, and I'm going to need Lovely's help. But I'm going to be needing you so that I can remember which cable is going to what. It's all a secret plan. I'm also going to bring up the fact that they want to know your name, her name, and it's going to be brilliant. Sean is coming around briefly so I can transfer the information from one hard drive to the other hard drive on the two Xboxes. And I need to find a way of removing all of the cables from the back of the DVD, the TiVo box and the Xbox, which I've already done, and rethreading them out from the back of the thing, which if you can see is horrible, and not losing track of any of the cables and rewiring it all back up perfectly. It's going to be hard. Right then, now that's done, Mother and Shawnee boy, what okay, have left. Henceforth I can continue to vlog into like a normal fashion until Lovely gets here, in which case it might get slightly weird. All of the data's been transferred from one Xbox to the other Xbox, so that's all fine and dandy, even though it deleted it from one of the Xboxes, which was annoying, but thanks anyway. Also, what's this video called? Do you mind telling me now so I know how well it goes introducing you to Lovely? Do you mind telling me just now? Is that possible? Because if it's called this was Lovely, or this is Lovely, then I've introduced her. But if it isn't, then I've failed. Just to give you the heads up now. Yeah. So all I need to do now, and I'm going to run this through with you now, I need to change the power cables in the back of here with the ones that are in the back of the Xbox, which was in here. So that means ripping out the back and open it all up so I can take all the cables out. Lovely's going to help. She's going to wiggle the cables while I pull it all out. We'll have music on in the background, as you can hear from upstairs, probably. I need to pull out the TiVo box, remembering where all the cables go. I need to pull out the DVD player, remembering what all the cables are. Swap that with the Blu-ray. Whack in all the cables that are compatible, add in more if they're necessary. Like the plug, that's going to have to go in the back. Whack the TiVo back in, whack that into there, swap in the power cables again, then move that one upstairs for where my old one was, and then we'll move the old one, we'll be selling that at some point. I'd rather not sell it, I'd rather save it for university or something, but we're going to sell it. I'll just move my Elite around with me, because obviously Connect isn't going to be much use to me in a university room, is it? Assuming that I move out to go to university, I'm still not decided on that, but that's a completely different conversation about completely different things. I need to go upstairs and clean my room because it's ridiculously messy. Alright then, so I reckon this'll just about do. Have you got some dirt on your lens? Gross! There we go, now you only get the RT lens flare. Awesome! Okay then, so the room is clean. Relatively, anyway, it's tidy. It's been worse than this whenever she's come around. Half of them clothes I'll be wearing when she comes around. Bearing in mind I look like an absolute scruff bag because I'm going to be messing about with the cables in the back of everything. I'm going to be dusty everywhere. I'm going to change when Lovely gets here. When we finish, Lovely won't get in a position where she has to get dusty, so that shouldn't be a problem. Otherwise, I've just got to fix my face because my skin is horrible. What is that? Ah! My skin is horrible. Need shaved and then the hair sorted. Because while my clothes can look a mess, I kind of still need to look relatively attractive. Which at the moment, that's not happening. So, to the bathroom to get ready, baby. Baby, man, just put that in there first. Marginally better. Marginally better. Enough for Lovely to not mind. She better not mind, don't I? She won't mind, it's fine. What? All I'll do is just redress myself again later, so it's going to be fine. I'm going to change my clothes as well, so I may as well just do my hair again. Put a little bit more of that stupid thing. But, yes, okay. So game plan then. Lovely's going to come, I'm going to walk down to Lovely. Lovely's going to be walking up to me. I'm going to meet her halfway, and then I'm going to come, and then as we open this, I'm going to say, can you pass me the camera? My excuse is that I need to use you to help me remember which hole all the cables go into, which of the cables are actually important. Which is kind of a bluff as well because I'm going to be using sellotape and sticky notes. Yep, sellotape and sticky notes. So I'm going to be doing that, and then as I'm doing it, I'm going to turn around like, you know they want to know your name, right? And I'm assuming that if this goes well, then Lovely's going to be watching this. So I'm sorry that I kind of had to play like a little act to get it to happen. But it's nerve-wracking, okay, Lovely? Nerve-wracking, yeah? Okay, so there's the game plan. I've got about 10 minutes before Lovely texts me to tell me she's ready. Assuming she's ready on time. Assuming you're ready on time. And then we're done. I'm all excited. I'm all excited, but I'm all nervous at the same time. Right, so here we go. I'm just making the walk down to Lovely to go and meet her. She's running late. Like normal. I'm always the one that's on time. And I've got the faster legs as well, so I always end up early. Genius. Does that technically mean I'm just always early, just never on time? Don't know. I am genuinely terrified. I so wish you could just like tell me what the title of this video was called, so I know how. Lovely knows I do the videos and stuff. She knows I do the daily vlog. She knows I does the main channel in the same way Sean does. It's just that it's always been weird trying to introduce it to her because of situation. She seemed happy enough to do a baking video for the main channel to help me out with that, but I've never introduced her with this because it's kind of like our personal time together. It's weird for someone else to just suddenly come in because we've always been on our own. It's suddenly weird if someone else is kind of like watching and you are kind of like a person and you're kind of more than that as well. You're like 8 or something, I don't know, 15, 30? Yeah, something along them lines. She's not there yet. So I'm a little bit terrified, but I've got a plan, I've got an act, I've got it all set together. So since you're not going to help me, you may as well wish me luck. Of course, you by now know that I may not necessarily need luck or I need all the luck in the world because whatever you do, nothing's going to change it because it's already happened, it's in the past. But you already know the outcome of this, and I don't, and that's annoying, so stop rubbing it in. And why do I do that jump thing? Fail. Red jeans though, hey, look at that. Wow. Yeah, I'm now the kind of guy who wears red jeans. So I'm just walking back from dropping off Lovely, and don't look at me like that, okay? I had a really good plan. It was going to go like clockwork, but then I just get with Lovely and then I completely forget about the camera, and then I remember about the camera and I'm like, oh no, but it'll ruin the fun times we're having as we rewire our speakers, and I'm so sorry. I'm not even apologising to you because I'm apologising to myself more than anyone. It's such a letdown in every way, shape and form, and you knew all along. You knew as soon as I mentioned the fact that this video should be called one thing if something happened. You knew from then, and I let it down. Oh my god, it's such a numpty. You had such a good plan to introduce Lovely. And you just bottled it. Bottled it. You got with Lovely, you walked up, and then you forgot. You got all excited about opening up the surround sound and putting it all in, taking all the wires out, like a sad nerd. And then just being around Lovely, and then had all the conversation that comes with being around Lovely. And then you're just like, oh yeah, we're just talking about this. And I'm like, oh, I could reach for my camera. I could reach for my camera. And just like, oh, I just need to remember which hole this one went into and film it. And then turn around and like, oh yeah, someone wanted to know what your name was, Lovely. Can I tell them? Blah, blah, blah. On camera. Blah, blah, blah. There's no better opportunity than that yet. You're such an idiot. So yeah, I'm kicking myself really hard in the ass right now. So annoyed. And it didn't even occur, I genuinely forgot all about my coat. Not coat, exactly, my camera, to the extent where I was looking for it before I left the house. I was like, where the hell's my camera? I bet it's in my coat pocket, where I last put it as I walked to Lovely. I even lost my phone as well. I left my phone in the back of where all the cables were and the DVDs and stuff. I can't even it's such a numpty. I've missed out on the opportunity of never calling Lovely on camera again. You know how many times I start to say her name and say Lovely instead, like to general people, just like, have you seen Lovely? I mean, blah blah blah. That's so embarrassing. Because that's like my little nickname. It's always been like my little nickname for her. I used to call her Lovely, and one other thing which she will definitely punch me in the face for saying on camera right now, because it is embarrassing. So it's like my two little pet names, and one of the pet names has overtaken her actual name in real life, and I say it more often. I say it to her, like lovely. Like, no, I didn't mean it out. That's out of context. I wanted to say something else. It's just I'm in habit of saying lovely. And I miss the opportunity. And not even that, I've missed the opportunity to introduce 80% of my life. I would say 80% of my non-school life is lovely, is created by lovely. Lovely has created 80% of me. I am who I am because of lovely. And I can't show that me. It's not even you. I can't even show that me, my own memories. Later, that's such a fail. So frustrating. And it's because I don't want to ruin. It's such a catch-22. I want to have all of these memories with lovely. I want to have natural, perfect memories with lovely. But I feel as soon as I want to capture them, my complex about memories, about wanting to have them, and not only have them, but store them, I can't fulfill it because as soon as it's not a natural memory as soon as I introduce you. There's kind of like a phase of about a couple of good weeks before the times I have with lovely on camera will become even close to what my times I have with lovely now are. Catch freaking 22. And it's the same, not even with lovely, it's with everyone. I can't capture the vast majority of my memories until I get over the phobia and just do this around them, or in their case, introduce them to it as a concept. Because obviously everyone else will be like, oh, that's a bit weird, but that's fine, I suppose. Some of them will be like, oh, as long as you don't film me. But that's manageable, like Sean, that's manageable. But lovely, 80% of who I am, I can't capture because I'm a douchebag idiot who just drops really good. I always say to myself, next good opportunity, I'm going to do it. As long as I feel, I will ask lovely first, and then I'm going to do it. I don't even have to ask her directly to go, oh yeah, do you mind just talking to the camera? And then just go, oh, while she stood there. That doesn't even have to happen. I was in my house wiring stuff. Lovely wasn't always next to me. I could have just gone blah blah blah. She was behind you. That would have been able to introduce it better. That was smooth. But I let it go. So I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. What's the title of this video going to be now? Just rub my nose in it a bit more. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be something that rubs my nose in it. Like, you failed. You absolute nincompoop. Catch 22. I don't know. I'm going to watch it back. Make myself angry again as I watch myself excited for introducing. Watch myself and get angry at myself because I'm watching myself happy and excited about introducing it to lovely. Like with a real good plan for the first time ever. And then getting angry because I watched this bit back and I ballsed it up again. So yeah, me and Lovely came around. No, Lovely came around to me. And I kind of cheated her for the first 3 hours or so because I asked her to help me do the surround sound system. Again, trying to introduce her to the whole YouTube thing, but that went downhill. We've put our surround sound in the wall now. Lovely helped me, she was like wiggling wires. I did all like the getting in with all the dust. And then I changed later into my red skinny jeans. I've got a low battery, great. So yeah, we just kind of did that for 3 hours until Mother left. We did that. Mother got back, we were still doing that. We got to the point where we needed to find bigger screws to put the speakers onto the wall. I'll show you when I get home. But then that finished, and then we went upstairs. We talked for a bit about how stressed I was getting her mum as soon as she got home, and how I can't wait for university. And then we talked about university for a bit, and then we had dinner. We had fajitas. I had my normal sized fajita portion, and Lovely had a scarily small amount of fajitas. And even Mother was like, "You only having one? Have another one." It was a very small one as well, people. So yeah, I had to defend. Mother was like, "No, you're having another one. You only had a tiny little one," so I had to defend her. Then Father talked to her about universities, and I had to defend her choices of university and where she wanted to go. And then we went upstairs, we played Xbox. Because we had such a late dinner, we played Xbox relatively late, for a short amount of time even, so that it got to 9:45. Lovely normally has to be back for 10. And we're like, oh, it's 9:45, sugar. And so Lovely texts her parents and asks if she can stay out later. And they said, well, we're going to bed at 11. We're going to bed at 11, but you've got keys, so it doesn't really matter when you come back. And I said, so yeah, but we said we'd get back for 11 because we've got to be nice. If I ever wanted to stay over, then we've got to keep them happy and nice. Hey, lovely, if you're watching. So I got her back for then. We carried on playing games, and it was really good fun. I had a really good day, except for the fact that I didn't introduce her to this.
We've deliberately just put 12 million.
Listen to this.
Why would you do that? So if you've got 12 million pixels in the space that other cameras pack in 18, it means our pixels are bigger. And if the pixels are bigger, it's like opening your eyes wider. You can get more light into the camera. The picture quality is better.
Bullshit. Sorry, I just watched that. That guy blatantly doesn't work for Canon. He is an absolute idiot. That camera is rubbish. Right? Don't buy that camera. Don't buy it, because I looked at that and thinking to this. There was between this camera and that camera. That camera is horrific because it's got a CCD sensor in. And the reason they don't go above 12 megapixels is because they can't for CCD sensors without ruining photos. That was bullshit. His face is actually genuinely offending me now. Go away. Get out of my life. Get out of my life. Let me just quickly show you my battery's low, so I'm going to do this quickly. Quick, yeah. Surround sound's in. Yeah. And that also means that the Xbox is in there. I rewired all that. Me. Hey. So I've been talking to people on Twitter, and I'm going to do this very quickly because my battery is dangerously low. I've been talking to people on Twitter, and they've been making me feel better about not introducing it and whatever, or why I didn't introduce it, and just talking about stuff like that. And it's been really brilliant. Thank you. I really enjoy chats like that. It's great. You just get it off your chest. And there is literally no downside to not introducing it, because even if I do introduce it and then there's like a weird bit where every time the camera is on, it's weird. But when it's not, it goes back to normal. But then the more the camera's there, the more the time we're on camera, that becomes normal. And then we start again from then. Does that make sense? So basically I just need to plan my face off to try and find out the best way of doing it. I also need to try and plan how to, for that party still, I've got to do that as well. There's a lot of things. I'll probably end up talking to you tomorrow about how much of a fail I am and stuff, because it's late and I've got no battery on my battery, so yeah. What I'll do is then I will put this onto the computer, render it and edit it before I start tomorrow's video, so that I make sure that I answer anything that's been unanswered in today's video, if that makes sense. So before the battery dies on me, I will see you for tomorrow. It's literally just going to be me at home cleaning, fixing the slight default in the speakers because I wired it up ever so slightly wrong, just like put stuff in the wrong holes, and then do some work. So tomorrow should be nice and boring. Nice and boring without Lovely. I prefer Lovely to be here, but oh well, you can only have a one day so far. Shh. What? Maybe. What? Shut, Jamie. I'll catch you later.